Good afternoon. Welcome, everybody. This is a great day for the Roanoke Valley and for so many families and young children in our city. My name is John Fishwick. I'm the owner of Fishwick and Associates, and I helped launch the effort to keep the Washington Park and Fallon Park pools open.
All right.
And today is a great day of celebration for the City of Roanoke. As our country starts to open up, two great public pools are going to be open for children's and families to enjoy this summer. The Washington Park pool and the Fallon Park pool are going to be open starting tomorrow, and it's a great day for our city. A lot of people have worked on this project, and I want to talk about, kind of go through the project a little bit to remind people of the great work that our citizens have done to get to this day. When we learned the pools were going to close because of budget constraints, we reached out to the community for donations to help keep these two great pools open. We received donations from people from all walks of life in our area, from donations as small as $1,000 to up to $1,000 from folks, and it was great effort. Our original goal was to raise $32,500 because that's what the city had told us would be what it would take to get these pools open. So we did that, and we did more. And so I want to thank everyone who has made a donation, who has been part of this, and who has cheered on our efforts, because we have reached a great accomplishment here today. There are a number of folks up here I want to thank, and some who aren't here today that I want to thank. I want to start with Vistar Eye Center, Dr. Frank Cotter. As everybody knows, Dr. Cotter is a force of nature, and if you get Dr. Cotter behind you in a project, your project is headed in the right direction. Right. With him is Vijeh Hardy, who we're going to hear from, who works at Vistar with Frank for a long time, and she's spoken on the pools before, and she's going to be doing a great job as well. There's been a great bank that's been supportive of this project, American National Bank and Trust Company. Matt Hubbard is here with us today. Matt is a vice president and commercial relationship manager. We also have Carolyn Kaiser, who is Director of Marketing and Community Affairs, and thank her for being here today. Matt's agreed to do a 35-minute speech at the conclusion of the remarks. He's anxious for public speaking moments, I can tell. We want to also thank Carilion Clinic, particularly they made a very generous contribution to this effort of $10,000. And we particularly want to thank Dr. Nathaniel Bishop, who is the Chief Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Officer at Carilion Clinic, for that contribution and for his support of our efforts. We are very appreciative. Ultimately, we raised $53,000, which was far in excess of our goal.
All right, let's give him that. Great job.
So last summer, we were at a very different time, and we were very concerned about the pandemic, but we had great success raising money, so we reached out to the Kirk Family YMCA, and they were gracious enough to work with us, and we donated $20,000 of those funds to the Kirk YMCA that have provided swimming lessons for children and for families and free Y memberships, and that is an ongoing process, but that's been a great thing. You can't use a great swimming pool like the pool that's behind me unless you can swim. And so we began that process. We wanted to make sure that the community money was used in the right way, and so we're grateful to the Y. I want to thank the leadership of Roanoke City for their working. So, this is a great partnership. This is a public partnership. We've got the City of Roanoke, we've got businesses, and we've got organizations that are involved with swimming, all coming together to this day. I want to particularly thank the City Manager, Bob Cole. I want to thank Michael Clark, who is here today, who's worked with us to get these pools open. So that's enough for me. There are two folks that we need to hear from. First, we will be hearing from our mayor. We're going to save him for the next speaker. I'd like to first have Vijeh Hardy, who spoke to us before from Vistar Eye Center, just to talk a little bit about the pools and the meaning of all of this. Thank you, Vijeh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Who's ready to jump in? So here we are a year later with everything that's gone on in the world. And yet again, as I do like to say, this is the Star City. And when we come together and do things like this, that's when we really shine. And I'm so happy to announce that these pools are reopened and we're ready to go and everything. And, you know, anytime that you can, come out and support the pools. Like you said, people that donated are from all walks of life. This is our city. It doesn't mean you have to come to this pool just because you live in this certain community. So come out and enjoy the pool because this is part of your city too. I don't have much to say. I'm ready to get my gear and jump in. Thank you again to all those that Mr. Fishwick listed, for everyone that's here today to enjoy this moment with us. I don't think the world is ever going to be back to normal, but we're finding some normalcy in all of the chaos in the world. And this is part of it, staying active and being a part of our city and doing the things that's important, especially to our younger people. Get those young people out here and enjoy this. And I know myself and my 11 and 7 and 4-year-old will definitely be here this summer to enjoy it. Thank you, everyone that was a part of this. No matter what part you played, it's important. This is our city. We sign together.
Thank you, Vijeh. I also want to thank Councilman Jeffrey, who's a new member of council, for coming out today and supporting this effort. We're appreciative of that. And so Mayor Lee was kind enough to kind of really be involved in this project from the beginning last year. And we're very grateful for him being here today to talk about this project. He was with us from the beginning. We've all been through this pandemic together. Mayor Lee, thank you so much.
It's another great day in our city, everybody.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, thank you all for being here with us this afternoon. And John, what can we say about the work and effort that you did last year in putting this together? And that's why we're in All-America City.
Yes.
Not is because of things you may think or other things, it's because of the people. The commitment of citizens coming forward and doing this. And John, thank you so much for your leadership, as you have in many areas in this community. Even being one of our fellow attorneys, you've done a lot and continue to do a lot, you and your family. So thank you, John.
Thank you, Mayor.
And yeah, he deserves that. And I'm delighted to have my council member Jeffrey with me, and other representatives from Fishwick and Associates, but the Vistar Eye Center, thank you. American National Bank, thank you. Carillion, and Roanoke Parks and Recreation. Michael, thank you for your leadership in putting this together. We appreciate that. I'm so happy to be able to join all of you today and celebrate, and that's what we're doing, celebrating our pools opening for this summer. You know, it's like our shared spaces, like pools, parks, and all those things are essential to a healthy and happy community. And we're delighted to be here today. And let me say thank you for getting vaccinated. That helps us in getting this done. I mean, because we had to shut a lot of things down. It was a tough decision that we had to make, which we have to do oftentimes. But it was one with regards to safety and those things. And so this year, it's a great day that we're able to come together and do that. And I want to thank all of you and just what we're doing. And this is an opportunity for our young people and all of our citizens to come together, socialize, connect with one another in ways that we haven't done in a while. And so there are tremendous health benefits to swimming and being and learning how to swim, and you all know that, and just to spend time outdoors.
Yes.
It's a great time to do that. And so, we talk a lot about infrastructure, like fire, police, roads, and they're all important to our community. But social infrastructure is also important, and that's what we have here, and that's what we hope to achieve here today. As the pools open here and at Fallon Park. And it's crucial and it's happy, and I'm pleased and that our kids and youth, especially in the light of what we got going now, to have a positive environment to do that. And John will attest, we talked a lot about just going on through with this last year, but we decided to wait. And I'm just so proud of what's going on and the citizens that contributed. All the names that he mentioned and the contributions were great. And so I can say thanks to their effort and those of our Parks and Recreation Department, we can open these pools and continue to provide this important social infrastructure for all of our residents. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication to our citizens, and I look forward to taking a dip maybe here sometime. If I take 2 steps back, I may be in already. But this is a great day. Thank you all so much for all that you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, that concludes our presentation today. Thank everybody so much for coming out. I'm sure a lot of these folks up here will be glad to talk to folks who are here who want to. But thank you all so much for coming out today. A great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you so much.